Welcome to Inside the Summit League. Tom Neiman along with Brad Newitt at the Sioux Falls Arena, just wrapping up the Summit League Basketball Championship 4-day run here in Sioux Falls. And for the second year in a row, Newitt, the men and the women from South Dakota State University are going to the NCAA tournament as Summit League tournament champions.
Yeah, how about that? The same school winning both titles now 2 years in a row, and there's a lot of joy in Brookings, South Dakota.
All right, we will show you those finals here a little later in the show. But first, Newitt, we saw probably the best women's game we've seen all year between Fort Wayne and Western Illinois in a first-round game on the women's side.
An amazing game. Set several Summit League tournament records, double overtime. Both teams scored over 100. First double overtime game ever in tournament history.
Set a record, as you said, for points in a one-ball game here at the Summit League tournament. Here are all of the first-round and semifinal games on the women's side. The opening matchup of the tournament had the number 1 seed South Dakota State taking on 8 seed Oakland, and the Lady Golden Grizz got some friendly bounces. Olivia Nash had 17 for an early lead, but after that, Katie Lingle and Ashley Eide go to work for South Dakota State. Lingle, 2 of her 18, also had 9 rebounds, and then Lingle with the assist to Ashley Eide. Eide matched Lingle with a team-high 18, and the Jacks got some others involved as well. Leah Dietl in the second half. She had 12 points and 5 rebounds, and the Jackrabbits get by Oakland in the first round, 67-53. Next quarterfinal, IUPUI and Kansas City. Karen Nelson, 18 points and 10 rebounds for the all-tournament performer. Jags a little bit in transition. De'Ara Goss with the tough layup. She had 14 points and 12 rebounds. Kansas City couldn't get much offense going. Elise O'Connor had 11, but the Roos had just 11 in the first half. The Jags started to pull away after that. They led by 20 in the second half, and they win it 59-47 over Kansas City. The best quarterfinal game of the tournament was Fort Wayne and Western Illinois go right to the end of regulation. Fort Wayne down by 3, but Stephanie Mock with a 3 to tie it at 84. In the first overtime, down by 2, Mock again ties it at 96, sends it to a second overtime, and then Fort Wayne starts to pull away. They get it to Amanda Hyde. She had 19. She fouled out in the double overtime, but they still win it. Haley Seibert had 33, and Fort Wayne wins it 106-101 in double overtime. In the final first-round game, South Dakota and North Dakota State. Bison got 20 from Katie Burkle to keep things close. USD, though, led 28-26 at the half. Nicole Seekamp to Margaret McLeod. She had 10.6 rebounds. And then Seekamp doing it herself. 3 steals, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for Nicole Seekamp. Tempest Wilson added 15 points, 7 rebounds, and the Coyotes win by 20 in the first round, 73-53. So to the semifinals, South Dakota State and Fort Wayne in the first one. The Jacks in control early. Ashley Eide down low, and the Jacks get it going. Fort Wayne, though, shot the lights out against Western Illinois. Not so hot in this one, but Erin Murphy had 18 to lead Fort Wayne. Ashley Eide, though, was 8 of 10 from the field. She led South Dakota State with 16. The Jacks led on fast break points. In points in the paint, led by 30 in the ball game, and they win at 86-59 to earn a trip to the championship game. The other semifinal, South Dakota and IUPUI. The Coyotes looking to beat the Jags for the 3rd time this season, but Karen Nelson had 32 in this one for IUPUI. South Dakota got things going. Tempest Wilson finishes it off there, 14 for her. Karen Nelson, the bank, she had 32. The Jags led 31-28 at the half, but the rest of the half belonged to Nicole Seekamp. 3 threes to get the Yotes going. She had 27, and USD off to the championship game to face SDSU. All right, Newitt, so it comes down to the Jackrabbits and the Coyotes of USD in the tournament for the first time ever. And any surprise that it came down to these 2 schools in the women's final?
I think a little bit. IUPUI came into this tournament playing very well. They were the team that had beaten South Dakota State twice in the regular season, but USD had their number, Tom. They had beaten them twice coming in, got that 3rd victory, and marched on to the finals.
Nicole Seekamp for the Coyotes really got going in this tournament, and we'll show you the highlights from the women's final coming up a little later on. But first, we will run down the road to the men's championship when we come back on Inside the Summit League.